Well, hey, so today I'm going to show you guys how to change a fuel filter. It's for a 2002 Ford F-150, and I'm going to show you how to do it using one of these, just a ordinary shop magnet. Alright, so we're going to change this fuel filter. This is for a 02 Ford F-150. Like I was saying, and this is the fuel filter in the package still. So we're just going to open that up and get it out of there. Save this retainer clip in case your old one's bad. So first thing I do is I'll just, if you got some compressed air, I'll just hook this up and I'll just kind of blow that out, make sure everything's dust free. Then next thing, you're gonna get your magnet. There it is. Here's what you do. Pull that off. I was kidding, you don't even need the magnet. All you need is this clip. So, and then walk over here. This is the truck we're gonna be working on. It's kind of what we call a trap wagon or a grease wagon. Just trying to get it ready here for harvest. We're gonna start cutting winter wheat next week, and got a few things left to do, get some tools in it and stuff. And this is one of the remaining things I had to do, is change this fuel filter, so I thought I'd show you how. Alright, so I got the truck jacked up and I got everything I need down here. I got my filter, my retaining clips, and my retainer for that magnet that I took off. And another thing I like to do, see here, I just when I change any fuel or filters, I just, whether it's the oil filter, air filter, fuel filter, I'll just write the mileage on there, and then I'll write the date it was changed. So just so you know, if you think you need a new one. I got a couple lights here I'm going to use so you can see a little bit better. Alright, so there's the old fuel filter. First thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to inspect it, make sure there's no leaks or anything. If everything looks good, next thing you do is, this is the line coming from the tank back here, and this is the old retaining clip. What you're going to want to do is you're going to take your thumb, you're just going to pry on one tab, and then pry the other one. Once you get them started, just pull it up a little bit. Then once that's ready, just pull the hose back, let it just kind of hang free. Watch yourself, there's usually gas that flows out when that happens. So. Okay, next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to look at this front fitting where I got my finger on right here. This is a retainer that keeps this locking mechanism in place. So what you're going to do is you're going to push on that retainer in the back until it flips down, and then push it to the rear of the vehicle, and then swing it out of the way. Now this part, what I said I was going to use that magnet for. Okay, this magnet is going to fit inside this clamp, and there's a locking mechanism that encompasses the whole circumference of this clamp. Typically what people do is they use a a tool that clamps onto the line. And you press it in and it releases this line, but not everybody has those, and I think they're about 20 or 30 bucks, might be even more than that, I'm not 100% sure. But if you're not doing a lot of them, I mean, it's probably, you don't need one. This works just fine. But you know, if you can get to like an O'Reilly's or some kind of auto parts place, they can probably rent you one, no problem. But if you're like me, your nearest O'Reilly's or parts supplier, they're about 40 miles away, so it's not very convenient. And I only do this about once every year. So anyway, what I've done here is I've bent that retainer so it's about 90 degrees with the shirt pin clip. Now you're going to want to take this clamp or this clip, slip it over the line, kind of put a little pressure on the line, pushing it to the rear, and then just gently slide it inside. And then there you go. See the 4 tabs around the inside of the fitting. Anyway, now fuel dripping everywhere. You can kind of place these lines out of the way for the time being. Take this old filter out. Oh yeah, big mess. Alright, now you take the new filter. Make sure you look at the arrow just to be sure. I saw that way it came off, but just to be positive, there's usually an arrow pointing the direction of the fuel flow. So just take it and then run it along the inside of the frame. Turn it so your date and mileage are displayed somewhat. Put it into position. Slide your front hose on until you hear it click. Take the spring retainer and then fit it inside the fitting and the filter, and then just push it up. Now it's locked in place. And then take the back one, and maybe I'll just change this. No, I think it's fine. Just take the back one, slide it forward until you hear it click as well. Press down the retainer, double check to make sure it's tight, and that's that. Alright, now that you've changed the filter, now you just hop in and turn the key on, let it cycle for a minute. Might take a second to start. Oh, never mind, started right up. Alright folks, well, thanks for tuning in and watching. Hope you learned a little bit, and have a nice day.